So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Chill Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today I'm going to talk about the brand new album by the band War Curse, and it's called Confession. So, for those of you that don't know War Curse, they're a thrash metal band from Ohio, and they just signed to Metal Blade Records for this third release. And on this third album, you find the band honing their craft. I gotta say that this is an album that, when you think of thrash metal, you have your serious thrash metal bands that sing about like serious topics. And then you have those crossover thrash metal bands that are sing more about like partying and drinking beer. So War Curse fall more on the serious side of things, but beware not. Because they are serious does not mean that this is not a fun record or it doesn't have great riffing on it, because it has all of that in spades. So this is 10 tracks, and out of those 10 tracks, there's one cover, and the other 9 songs are original tracks. So Confession really is an album that deals a lot with different themes, like especially a lot of themes about, religion. It covers all sides of religion in some of the tracks that we will go in a few minutes on those tracks. But also, Blaine Gordon's vocals are just simply top notch. And I can't help but think of a band like Testament and a lot of like Chuck Billy with his vocal style. But they have like a modern production to the sound that really helps the sound of the band. But the band also has influences of early Exodus, early Metallica, and also some Machine Head a little bit, I thought, in some parts. And all of that blends well into doing the sound that is War Curse. So this is an album that not only the vocals are great, but it's all about guitar, guitar, guitar. And I gotta say, Justin Roth and Joshua Murphy kill it on guitars on this album. Also, that's not to say that the drumming is not great from James Goetz, and the bass by Johnny Wallace, also very good indeed on this album. So, like I said, this is a band that leans more on the serious side of things. But yeah, I gotta say that there's tracks here that really stood out for me in a really good way. So the vocals, for example, on the starting song, The Nothing That Is Me, it starts with like a more like gentler, and then it picks up. I think those vocals just sound so great. I love it when he does the cleans on songs like The Nothing That Is Me, and also on a song like The Convoy, which is a song that he wrote the lyrics to. The vocals just soar. He's got that range that he can soar in the cleans, but he can also throw down when it needs to be like more menacing. And that's why he reminds me a lot of like Chuck Billy, especially in the delivery that he does. But the tracks that I think like are that they use for singles, like Miracle Broker, for example, that song is just great. I think the guitar solos in it are very good, and also the subject matter. It's all about that fake preachers of the world that you have, like the Joel Austins of the world, that say that they care about you, but they really just care about the money that you give them. They don't give a fuck about you. So they touch upon that on that song. And it's something that it had been tackled in metal before, but they do it in a very cool and catchy way. So I really enjoyed that track. I think it's a great single, and it goes really well with the themes of the album. So then you have a track called Confession, and Confession is really interesting lyrically, and obviously it's a very like fast thrash metal rager, but I like it when in the cleans, it seems like you are talking, it's the serial killer or the guy who has made murders that is confessing, and he's confessing to the preach, that he has killed and he can sleep at night. But it says like, it's okay because I'm confessing to you, so I'll go to heaven. And this is what they're doing on this song. They're criticizing the fact that sometimes in the religion, like a confession means shit and you can get away with stuff. So it's pretty strong subject matter, but they do it in a way that it's really cool. And something that they do really well on this album is the choruses. The choruses on these songs are so They're so catchy, and they're catchy in a way that isn't corny. Like for example, songs like Fortress of Agony. I like it when they go to the chorus and they have the vocal sing along, and it's so great. And also they do that on Power of the Powerless, Return to Dust. And especially, I think one that it stands out is Sowing Division. That one is one of the best songs on the album, hands down. Again, some great guitar riffing and solos on this one. This album has solos for days. And it's those type of solos that are clean sounding, but also technical at the same time. And the album ends on a great song of Illusion of Choice. And I like that because that one is pretty aggressive all the way through. And at the end, it ends with just the vocals. And it's like the vocal harmonies, and it fades away and the album ends. So what can I say about War, Curse, and Confession? I would say to you people, are you ready to confess on Friday? Please do not sleep on this album. This is a great thrash metal album. If you like great solos, if you like smart lyrics, and if you want more than talking about beer and party, this album is for you. It's got great subject matter, and Blaine Gordon's vocal range is just amazing, and Justin Roth does some great soloing as well. And if you didn't catch my interview with Justin, we talk all about this record, we talk about themes, and we talk about other stuff. So I'm going to put this somewhere around here so you can catch that interview. So what do you think of War, Curse, and Confession? What are your favorite tracks? I would really want to know. And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to give me a like, and do not forget to subscribe. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get to more people like yourself. So if you want to, please subscribe, because I'm nearing the 1,000K. So it's just like I'm right there. So please share this with other people who enjoy music. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.